Hi. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Carrie, and hey, y'all go on. You have to excuse me. There's a lot of dogs that live here, so yeah. I just woke up a little bit ago, and I was sitting in the kitchen, and I was thinking. I was looking at the window, and I remembered something that used to really bother me a whole lot. And I guess sometimes it still would if I was to really pay attention. And I don't know, I guess maybe I'm just used to it now. But I did a video before called My Worst Schizophrenic Symptom. And I guess this would be my other worst schizophrenic symptom. I mean, it's all hard to get used to. I mean, when you're different, you know, and I'm not saying that in a bad way, but you're different, you know, you just, I got a kitty in my lap again. And it just takes some time to get used to these things. So, okay, I was sitting in the kitchen, and I tried to take a picture of this, and I was just gonna show you, like, put my camera up, my phone up like that, but you can't really see what I'm talking about in the picture, and it's just like, what, lady? So my other worst symptom was when I would be just sitting there and I would look at something and I would see faces. And knowing that we're living in a computer, I don't know if you know it or not, but this is a computer simulation. I got news for y'all. And if you've listened to Barbara Marciniak, there's one of her videos where she's standing at the podium, she's talking, and I think it's on YouTube, I'll try to find it, called A First Waiver Talks About Her Life. Well, I didn't watch all of it. I meant to. I watched some of it, but she talks about how she, how she knew that something was, weird, something was different, and she said she took mushrooms. And then she realized that everything was conscious. And it's not just while you're on psychedelics, it's everything is conscious. And I've said before that, and I've wrote it down in my journals, that if you see a face, then what are the chances that that face needed to be seen? So I got cat hair or something in my nose. Sorry. Excuse me. I saw one just floating. Yeah, but if you see a face, don't you think it needs to be seen? I mean, if this is a computer simulation and everything is conscious, I mean, I've seen faces in a couch, and I've been sitting on the other side, like, and looking at someone sitting on that couch that's a giant face, and I'm just like, like, and you don't know what to say. You're just like, you're sitting on some eyeballs. Like, what do you say? Okay, so I was sitting in there, and and just the way, like, if you see this window over here, okay, and you see the way she's got the curtains, okay, well, imagine, and I don't know how to, imagine that there's like a thing, like, coming through, separating the window, okay, and so each part of that would be an eye. So here I would be sitting in a giant head or something when I would go outside, and I need to go, and when I get a better camera, I could redo this video and take pictures. But if you've seen if you're labeled schizophrenic, you probably know what I'm talking about. I can be outside and it's like windows, like certain things, like shiny things. There's a house in my neighborhood way down the street that on the front door it has like a there's a doorbell, and it shines, and it makes the whole house look like an eye. And then like the house next to that, there's something over there that also looks like an eye. So I pull myself out of that, and boom, there's a whole head. And then I'm just like standing on a head. It's like I'm in a video game. You know, especially when I used to smoke weed, and I don't smoke weed anymore, so that's probably why it's not so intense. But I'm saying the last time I smoked weed, when was that? It was probably, and I took like 2 or 3 hits, and this was really good stuff. And I was not at home, so I was in a new place, and so everything started to come alive, man, like the walls and everything. But there was a lamp, you know, and here I'm gonna show you. Okay, this lamp right here, okay, imagine it sitting there. Okay, well this would become like a body, okay, and this would be a hat, the head, or like a hat, okay, and it was alive. Imagine if you know, and I know that sounds a little weird, but I would check out my videos if you think this is a little weird. This is nothing, but if you're watching this, then maybe you don't think it's so weird, so who cares anyway. But yeah, I remember there was 3 little lamps, like little bitty, smaller than that, and they had the cutest little shades on, and they looked, there were 3 of them sitting on one little table, and it was by the TV, and we were supposed to be, and this was when I first started watching Game of Thrones, which I talk about truth hidden in plain sight. But anyway, yeah, and I kept looking at them, and I was like, they looked like girls on a stage, like performing, like they had their little costumes on. That's what they looked like to me. Everything was alive, but it's like the faces, and then once you realize, like you feel really small. You can start to feel really, really small when you feel like I've seen in the house I'm in right now, if I go outside at night and I see the way the light shines through the windows outside, it makes the whole house. And go look online, and you could see like there's little stickers and things like that, like on Yahoo, or not Yahoo Messenger, Yahoo Messenger. What am I, like 40? I mean, Facebook Messenger. They have little things like it's like a house with legs and arms. That's what I'm talking about. Where do they get that idea? I mean, like, you take a schizophrenic person and you take all their ideas and you sell them, and you call that person stupid or sick. Sorry, I'm just kind of fired up about this, but yeah, that's what I see. And so then when I come inside, sometimes I'm just like, damn, I'm inside that house. But it's not as intense as it used to be. I think since I stopped drinking and I stopped smoking weed, I quit everything, and it was like a shock to my system, because I quit everything like almost at one time. I still kind of eat butter and cheese, like milk products sometimes, but I try to be very very rare eating those kinds of things. But you know, and back in October, I took a hit of acid, or I don't know what got into me. But I used to do that when I was a kid, and it was fun. I mean, you just tap into that kind of thing. You know, like whenever you're not awake, and you know, it was just so different. I think because I'm more conscious now. I'm aware of more things. My dog looked like an elf. I mean, my dog Christian, and I was like, I got a video of him. Christian doesn't want to take his bath, and he has like big old ears and stuff. My hair's sticking up. But yeah, I didn't want this video to get too long. I just wanted to put this out there, and I might redo this at another time when I can actually show y'all pictures and stuff like that. But you know, I have at least said 1,000 words, so that's worth a picture. is there anything else I wanted to say? Thank you to everybody who's subscribed. I really appreciate the support and all of the comments that I get. And everybody, thank you for watching. And yeah, let me know if you have anything to say. My name is Carrie, and ow! Mickey again. He likes to scratch and bite when I don't think he means to. But okay, y'all, y'all have a good one. And like I was going to say, my email address is kaekle99@gmail.com if you'd like to add anything. And if I think of something, it's like I think there was something I was going to say, but I can't remember now. So, thank y'all and have a good day. Bye-bye.